Hello, I am the current president and SKPW heavyweight champion Samuel Falsey, primarily at Super Crazy Wrestling, and I am joined by my favorite podcast of all time, CCP Podcasting. Check them out.
What is happening, friends of CCP Podcasting? Welcome to a very special episode of Beyond the Bell Live. I am Chris Page, and of course, I'm being joined today by my man, JB from No Game Unturned. JB, sir, welcome to what is sure to be an explosive episode of Beyond the Bell, if there ever was one, man.
Almost guaranteed. It's the weekend. It's an exciting time to be on here to see wrestling anyway. But today's going to be special. I think
it's definitely going to be one for the books. I guarantee you. Before we get there, before we welcome in our guest today, some quick announcements. As you guys know, our live events are rolling out in 2026. Chapter 2, Next Level, 2 weeks from today in Orlando, Florida. It's going to be a fantastic show. As a matter of fact, seems like perfect segue here before we introduce our guest. Get your tickets now at ccbpodcasting.com, guys. Is where we're going with that. But perfect segue because several pieces of talent attached to our Chapter 2 come to us from Primal Pro Wrestling, which is actually where our guests are coming to us from today. I don't want to really waste a whole lot of time because, brother, we know that you and I sat down and watched the Throwdown, and there was a shocking elimination moment. And I'm sure we're going to talk a lot about that and a lot about what's happened before then. But there's also a piece of story here that predates the Throwdown and predates our guest today. They're actually going to be meeting tomorrow here. Well, not here, but tomorrow in San Diego at Ultracade for Primal Pro Wrestling. This is a feud that is, it just seems to be escalating and escalating and escalating. And I don't even know what tomorrow holds for either one of our guests. First, let's go ahead and welcome in. He is the longest reigning Primal Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion, Mr. Jeremiah Fresh. And it's good to have you back, sir. Things have changed a little bit since your last run here. How are you?
I'm all right. Things only changed just a tiny bit. Just got a big old elephant in the room, I guess. But it'll be addressed.
It's not just it's a hoss. That's not it's a big hoss that we're going to be welcoming in for the first time today. Mr. Tariq Tarvos, welcome to Beyond the Bell Live. Welcome to your first appearance here with us, sir. It's fantastic to have you. Thank you for giving us a little bit of time.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. And I don't know about an elephant, but I'm a big man in a big room, so we'll worry about that. We'll talk about that later.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, JB, let me go ahead and throw it over to you so that you can welcome our guest. I know you've been looking forward to this show since we've announced it.
Welcome to both of you. I've been following a lot of the things that have been going on between you two, and I'm really interested in what's going to happen tomorrow night. I'm sure we'll get to that, but thank you for joining us today.
Oh yeah, no problem being here. It's always a pleasure to be here with you guys. Wish it was better under better circumstances.
Well, let's
disagree. I think it's perfect circumstances. This is one of the problems right here. He thinks that things go his way when he wants them to go. But
yeah.
Let's start at the top, right? Like, we know what happened at Throwdown, but obviously the relationship between you two, it's been a staple within Primal Pro since you won the championship. So before we get to obviously why we're here, if you guys want to tell us in the audience a little bit about your relationships before obviously when it was the best of times before it became the worst of times.
Well, listen, let's just start off like this. We're not blind. We see Tariq Tarvos. Big man, a lot of power. Same thing I saw all the way back in April. When I saw him, I said, hey, I was the longest reigning champ at that point, had a lot of challengers coming my way, and the type of guy I was, maybe the type of guy I still am. I just thought I needed a little extra protection. So I brought this man in as my enforcer. I thought we were on the same page in this way. And, he did his job for a good time. He helped me scratch my back. And guess what I gave him? He stood next to the champ. He got to learn. He got to watch. Not saying he needed to learn, but he got to see it up close and personal. while also helping me. And I thought it was a mutually beneficial agreement. And then, I guess some people, they just do whatever they want. They just think about themselves all the time.
Go ahead, Mr.
You
Tarvos. I
know,
know you got a lot to say about that.
hey, I don't disagree with what he's saying. I'm not. Fresh is a lot of things, but he's not a liar. He was the former longest reigning Prime Pro Heavyweight Champion, and a lot of that time that he had a lot of time as a champ without me, but he had more time as a champ with me. So let's make that clear. Let's make that clear. A lot of people were gunning for him, like he said, and I just wanted to help out. I saw opportunity. At the time I was sliding down the cars. I was getting loss after loss after loss, and I didn't quite understand why. It wasn't because I was smaller than anybody. Wasn't because I was weaker than anybody. It wasn't because there's a whole bunch of guys better than me. I think I did need to learn a little bit. So going under and learning tree of the champ, it did me some good. But this narrative about people being selfish and doing what they want to do, I don't know about that. I mean, you can look towards the other way for that. If you want to talk about being selfish, just look in the mirror, my brother.
Brother, I'm giving opportunities out. Is that not what I'm doing? It's not saying that if you don't need the opportunity, don't take it. But when I say, I brought this guy in, I wanted to help him out, and then you just turn around and, look, I lost the title. So what? I've learned from my mistakes now, but I lose my title, and now it seems you just start looking at me a different way. You start thinking, I feel like you thought you were better than me. And I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Dude, even all these weeks over, Tariq Tarvos, sorry, you will never be better than me, bro. I'm just saying that straight up.
For number one, Fresh. I'm already better than you. December 7th, I beat you 1-on-1.
All right.
So
That's
remember
true.
that. January 3rd, I pinned you. Clean. In the ring. In the
I
tag
had
team.
Jake Redondo on my team. I
Yeah,
had
with
Jake Redondo on
going
my
under
team.
Jake
Remember
Redondo.
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Former Pro Heavyweight Champion. 2 former Pro Heavyweight Champions. Beat him. Clean in the ring. Boy Wonder and Jeremiah Stinky. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I learned I came to you in a time where I felt like you could help me advance my career, and you did that. I was standing next to the champ. I was in main event. I was suddenly thrust into main events. I was thrust into two matches a night, and I ran hard. And every second I was with you, you didn't give me any opportunities. I earned my place, and I earned my place by making sure the strap stayed on your shoulder. And let's not forget Ultracade. Let's not forget about Summer Surge. The reason why you lost that title is because you cracked me in the head with it. If you hadn't done that, hey, you may still be champ. You lost the title because of you, not me.
Some might say that, and then again, the some is not me, but some might say that was just due with maybe how the actions of you guys were rolling throughout Primal Pro during that title run. That's not me. That's just what some people might say, is that things may have come around there. But
Well, that's not you saying that. That's not you saying that. You sure about that?
I'm 100%.
Sounds like it is.
I'm
like it is.
I'm 100%. I was a heel, brother. I didn't give a shit about the fans. Didn't care about them when I was in the ring. Don't If I have a platform now, I care about them because they definitely put my product out there in front of a lot of people. So definitely, my mindset has changed. But going back to like for JB and my perspective, I go to Terradome. Now my question that I was trying to wrap around to there was, did Terradome, Fresh, you mentioned that maybe that Tariq was looking at you a little differently after you dropped the championship. Is that a contributing factor that led to you dumping him over the top rope and taking away a possible opportunity for him to get a shot at the Primal Pro Championship?
Well, listen. First of all, I don't care about no heel or anything like that. I did what I did to win, and clearly I was very successful. No one else did it like me. No other champion. in Primal Pro and all this other California. So that's first off. And in the Terror Dome, I said it loud and clear. I am coming back for my championship. And Tariq Tarvos was right next to me. And I thought we were under the same agreement. So I did what any other man would have done. Raw is a rumble is every man for themselves. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Every man for themselves. If it came down to us two, Tariq Tarvos would have been trying to throw me out just as much as I threw him as I was trying to throw him out. So yeah, I seized the opportunity. Thank you for saving me. Pat you on the back. Thank you for that. Time to go. It's time to go. I'm just saying. I don't know what I did so wrong. And if I was the one saving you and I had my back turned, you would have done it. That's the thing. You would have done it.
Well, I
You-
think
you
you had
know, I-
opportunity to. I think Tariq, you had opportunity to during the Rumble, and you didn't.
Okay,
I
maybe
did.
he was just waiting. Maybe he was waiting.
True. I mean,
How are we gonna know?
Look, we did have an agreement, and I understand that a rumble is every man for themselves. Of course it is. Of course it is. But you said it yourself. If it came down to the two of us, but instead you chose to throw me over the top rope when my back was turned. When my back was turned. And you want to talk about us being partners and having an athletic contest of the highest degree and all this jive and all this shit, but you are nothing but a snake. You've always been a snake. I knew that when I got with you, you were a snake. So, I'm not surprised. But damn, Fresh, when my back was turned,
Listen, I did things a certain way. I still do things a certain way. Now, I threw you over when your back was turned, yes. But you see, what'd you do when you turned on me? My back was turned. We were about to get the win against 8-Bit Lit. You turned me around and hit me with a clothesline. So what? It makes you better because you turned me around? Oh my God. The Saints, Tariq Tarvos. Come on, get out of here with that nonsense, bro.
well, I mean, I think that was the Terror Dome was definitely a huge splinter in this relationship, obviously. And regardless of what the arrangement was or was not, everyone has a view and opinion.
Please,
it was
please, real quick,
Go ahead.
Chris. Two friends, they have an argument. You don't do it all in front of the world. You go into the back. Hey, man, what do you think I did? Hey, in the back. Hey, man, my bad. Every man for himself. Dapped up. It's all good. But see, right there, I think that's when the wheels started turning. Instead of just, hey, man, every man for himself. If you would have done it to me, I would have said, hey,
Well,
that's good on you.
where,
It's good on you.
where I'm going with that is, and JB, you go ahead and chime in at any point here. Like, yeah, you did make an attempt to right this, situation. I'm not going to call it a wrong. I'm not going to call it a right. You tried to have a face to face that led to a moment that JB and I still to this day look at as one of the most shocking turn of events that we saw coming especially within Primal, and I'll take it a step further with what I've seen in the SoCal scene. So JB, I want you to go ahead and ask this question because you were watching this promo with me when it happened, and it was just one of those moments. But and where's your head at going in with what you've already heard thus far?
Yeah, I mean, we were shocked when Jeremiah Fresh threw out Tariq, but I think we were double shocked when Tariq turned, and also the promo he gave later on where he talked about that he was always using Jeremiah. So, I mean, Tariq, you're saying now like he betrayed you and all that, but it sounds like you were planning to betray him all along from that promo.
look, it was a mutually beneficial relationship. I'm not, I'm not even saying that Fresh and I were ever really friends at any point. I will go a step further and say we weren't. I knew who Fresh was. I knew he was a snake. I knew he was a cheat, but he was also a champion. And that's fine with me. That's fine with me. You can be whoever you want to be. That's totally fine with me. But as long as we have a mutually beneficial relationship, I will keep it professional. But he screwed us out of that beneficial relationship when he made it all about himself. So yeah, So yeah, so when I started to kind of realize that. So okay, you know what? Mutual beneficial's over. It's all about me now. Let me see what I can get out of this. Let me see where I can go. Even when he lost the title, I was like, okay, well maybe we can get a tag team title run out of this. But again, he dropped the ball like he always does in the big moments. He dropped the ball against the pump line. He dropped the ball against 8-bit lit. But he wants to blame me? I don't want to hear that. Too little, too late. You wanna apologize to me? Too little, too late.
And that just says the type of man you are. I was willing to look you eye to eye, air our grievances out in front of all of the world. But instead,
After
that's
you
what.
got your ass kicked. After you got your ass kicked.
Listen, I realized the one thing, and I told you that to your face. You said we weren't friends. Hey, we weren't. But then I realized there was one man who was by my side that whole time, and it was you. So in that moment, say whatever you want to say about me. I was a bad guy. I put my trust in you, and I thought we could turn some things around. And yeah, I wanted to go for the tag titles, but clearly, I guess I was too little, too late. So if you want to say I'm the bad guy for being too late, go ahead. But guess what? Come tomorrow, I ain't gonna be too late because these fists are coming straight for your face now, bro.
See, you hear that, JB? I mean, come on now. What were you talking about? He wants to be tag. He wants to be tag team champions now. You know, it's real funny how humble people get once they fall from the top. And when he was riding high, you wouldn't hear none of this. But now that he's down low, he hasn't had a title shot in I don't know how long. He's been losing every match since he lost the title. Now suddenly he's this great guy. He's high fiving fans outside. He's signing autographs. Come on, that's a bunch of bullshit. Come
And
on
let's
now.
talk about one of his losses when he faced you one on one. But I believe you did attack him as he was coming down the ramp to get the advantage. When you
Hey,
seemed to think that, you could beat him cleanly one on one, why did you feel like you needed to attack him from behind?
JB, I was just excited, man. I was just excited to get out there. I was excited to get going. You know, excuse me for loving pro wrestling. Excuse me for loving pro wrestling. I was just excited. And he was taking so long with his damn entrance. You know, it's like what do we need to wait for? What do we need to wait for? What do we need to wait for? We don't.
That's true. That's true. There ain't gonna be no waiting. There ain't gonna be no waiting. Because first of all, there was nothing clean about that victory. Like you said, he jumped me from behind. Oh my God! Look, now he's so the man who was so. Oh, I attacked him from behind. What do you do at the beginning of our match? Jump me from behind. Then I had. Don't forget in the match in December 7th, Primal Parade. YouTube is our witness. I had you down. I had you beat. The ref was knocked out. I could have had the chance to cheat, whatever they want to say. I could have went upside. I could have grabbed the chair. I could have did anything. I could. Nope. I didn't do that. Matter of fact, I tried to wake the referee up. Want to know why? It's not because being some change man or anything like that, but I just have to prove to you and to myself I could beat you. And as I was picking you up, what'd you do? Gave me the low blow. Gave me the low blow. So nothing clean about that victory.
Right out the
Fluke.
Jeremiah Fresh handbook.
If you brought him in afresh as to be, someone that they're mentoring and bringing up, and as a heavy, if you will, he's definitely used the playbook against you. Now this has been one crazy ride to get to Ultracade, which is tomorrow night, and there were a lot of fucking twists and turns along the way. I don't know if the Primal Compound is going to be able to hold you guys tomorrow. I
Well,
think this thing's
it's
about to
not. We're
explode.
going. We're going to a different venue.
Oh
First of all,
shit!
it's going to
Okay.
be at L. Smith Brewery because, I mean, you saw what happened last time we were
So we're
wrestling each
going back to
other.
the crime, the scene of the crime. We're going back to the
Yes.
That's the speed of the crime. That's the speed of the crime.
So to
oh,
Mhm.
speak.
so to speak. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Oh, now this is going to be even crazier because there's a whole hell of a lot of space there, and I don't expect this to be pleasant for
You know,
anyone.
I almost thought about asking our commissioner Odyssey to maybe alleviate some of these rules in place, but I thought about it, Tariq.
You don't want that.
All I
You know,
need these two things right here. That's it. As long as I got this, I'm good.
Tariq, let me ask you this: with Ultracade on the horizons, I mean, we're a little more than 24 hours away. You know, all roads lead to this. What does this match mean to you, and what are you trying to what are you trying to prove out of this at this point? You know, reality is this: regardless of the hows and the whys, you have a win over Fresh. It's there. It's in the record books. We can talk about that, the antics of it all, but it's there. So, what are you looking to get out of this outside of, you know, just laying another beating?
I'm trying to show the world that I never needed Fresh to begin with. You know, when I hear it in the crowds, I hear it in the crowds. Tariq Tarvos can't win without someone by his side. That's not the case. That's not the case. I proved it December 7th. I even proved it January 3rd when I pinned Fresh and Yassine and Jake were doing everything on the outside. I proved that I can win on my own. But now I think I have to prove that I'm a mainstay, main event talent at Primal Pro Wrestling. I've had one title match since I've been at Primal Pro Wrestling. Now it's a tag team title match with Fresh. Oh yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for that loss. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I don't understand why. You know, I'm in the ring with all the top stars. You know, I pull on the show every time. I lay beatings every time. So this
Couldn't beat
Sunday,
Jake Redondo. Couldn't beat Jake Redondo.
hey,
I'm just
you
saying.
know what? You know what? Neither could you, apparently. Neither could you, apparently. Neither could you. But
Well,
that's going to change. That's changing. That's changing. This Sunday, Ultracade, you know, it's not just about, you know, beating Fresh, which you know is a great thing. That's already great right there. But I'm looking to go out and show that I am a main event talent at Primal. It's not because of Fresh. It's because I'm good. It's because I'm Tariq Tarvos.
Fresh, I'm going to ask you the same question. I think from your perspective, you've already answered it a little bit. It's more of a you have to at this point. It's a proving to yourself that you can get this done. But what else is driving you to this encounter that again we're not even a little over 24 hours away from?
yeah, man. Like you said, it's about proving it to myself, and also you see how confident he is on this podcast. It's so funny. Screens, a man is so confident when we're not in the same room together. But I promise you, when we get in the same room, it's gonna be took. But yeah, I'm still proving I'm still the top. I was on the top, and yeah, I've fallen down some rungs. But once I beat Tariq Tarvos, one way or another, bro, I'm finished with you. This is through. Whether I win or I lose, I really don't ever want to see your face again, bro. That's number one. So this is closing the chapter, closing pretty much all of 2025 was me and Tarvos. Now I need to go into 2026, get past you, and hopefully I'm going my way back to the top, back to the title. That's what I need. Need that back,
JB,
I'll
honestly.
agree with let me jump in real quick. I'll
absolutely, go
agree
ahead.
with you on that. I'll agree with you on that. You know, we're done after this. Win or lose, we're done. 2025, I learned, I beat you, and now we're done. But that part about you going back to the top, that's where I'm gonna have to disagree because 2026 is my year. 2025, I was on the rise. 2026, I do arrive. And I will be the next Primal Pro Heavyweight Champion one way or another. And as long as I'm at Primal, you will never be champion again.
You want to answer that, Fresh?
Listen, it's just delusions of grandeur right here. We'll see tomorrow. That's it. Because guarantee you, when I beat you, pin flat on your back, 1, 2, 3, nobody's gonna be thinking about Tariq Tarvos in some title conversations. So I mean, we could all dream. A man could all dream. But that's okay.
JB, let me come around to you. What do you got on your mind, real quick?
I mean, I think we've kind of already covered it, but I was thinking, are you guys thinking of this as like a #1 contenders match? Do you think getting this victory here tomorrow night should put you as the next contender for the world title?
I think I should be contending for world title right now. I mean, look who I've been wrestling. Look who I've been beating down. I mean, he says I didn't beat Jake Fernando. Last time I checked, he was laying on the ground when the match was over, curled up in a ball. You had to come save him. You had to come save Jake Fernando, the number
It
one
wasn't
contender.
about, it wasn't about saving him. It was about beating you. That's what I wanted to do.
And look, all roads lead to Tariq Tarvos. Even more of a reason that I should be #1 contender. But you know what? I don't make that call. That's Commissioner Ryan Odyssey. You know, I'm just concerned with beating Jeremiah Fresh's ass tomorrow. I'm concerned with winning and proving to him, proving to everyone else that I am better than Jeremiah Fresh, and I never needed him at all.
You see, and that's what I think. I think you're trying to prove some type of unspoken truth to yourself, because why is it such a big deal to beat me? Apparently, if I'm so down low, it's because without me, you wouldn't be the man you are today. And I'll admit, without you, I wouldn't be the man I am today.
This is going to be a crazy adventure, and I know that both of you are motivated, and both of you are driven by your own desires, and I think that this has gotten real personal. And Tariq, was that by design on your side of the equation? When I say it got personal, I'm talking about with some of the stuff that we've seen on television, going after Fresh's family, a lot of odds and ends. Do you think that you're maybe lighting a fire where you're poking that proverbial bear?
I hope so. And to comment on your point about bringing in Fresh's family, I didn't bring in his family. He brought in his family. He mentioned his family. He wants to use his family as some excuse as to why people should love him and people should feel sorry for him. And I just have to set the record straight. Look, Fresh, no one gives a damn about your family, bro. Nobody cares about your family. They can sit in the crowd.
Smack the mess out of you, bro. I should smack the mess out of you right now for talking about them, bro.
But you can't, and you won't. You can and you won't. You had that chance December 7th, but you did it. You did it. Your dad, your grandma, your little sister, they can sit in the crowd. They can sit in the crowd. I have nothing against them. I got nothing against your family. I'm sure they're very lovely people.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't save you. They can't help you. And they're damn sure not the reason why anyone should like you. That's cheap. You want to use your family to gain support? Come on now.
You watch your mouth, bro. You need to watch your mouth right now, bro. I'm letting you know that. Watch your mouth.
Okay.
First, do you think that
I'm sick of that.
Do you think that this antic, the antic is by going this direction? I mean, obviously, is used to be to throw you off your game. Now you have two options, as far as I'm concerned. You can either let that happen, or you cannot. And if this is about getting to that next level and getting back to the top of the mountain, this is where you have experience. You cannot allow that.
All he's doing is putting a big old target right on his head, right there. The target's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
His ego's too big. His ego's too big to let it go. His ego's too big to actually care about anybody other than himself. See, when I talk about family, it's not even about his family. It's about him. He takes it personally. He's disrespected. So does he even really care about his family like that?
Oh.
I came out, pulled him right in front of his family. He didn't do nothing about it. He didn't do nothing about it. So, you know what?
We got one more day, bro. You have one more day.
The sands. Go ahead, Jeremiah. I didn't mean to step on you.
I'm just saying. You're just lucky. You're hiding behind the screen right now, talking real tough. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, we know that this thing's been brewing, and it is definitely coming to a head, and it's coming ahead tomorrow, and it's coming to a head via Primal Pro Wrestling. You can catch the show live as it happens at Primal Pro's YouTube account, which is, I believe it's Primal Pro Rage, if I'm not mistaken. But that is where
Primal Pro Wrestling.
Primal Pro Wrestling, okay. Primal Pro Wrestling on YouTube is where you'll be able to catch this thing as it goes down. And I encourage you to tune in, because this one right here is going to be explosive. I know that both of you guys have we're busy men, and you've got a lot of things going on. Big day tomorrow. I don't want to take up more time than we have to. So before we get ready to start, winding things down, JB, I want to come over to you first. Do you have any other questions regarding what's going to go down tomorrow?
I mean, I think it's pretty clear what's going to go down tomorrow. I think there's going to be fighting right off the bat, and I think it's going to be a brawl the whole way. And I don't know how it's going to end in that fashion. I kind of feel like that might benefit Tariq, but we will see what happens, because I know Fresh has been there. He's gone through it all. So, I don't have a call on this match right now.
I truly don't either. I think that this one's going to be whoever survives. I don't think it's a matter of who wins. I think it's who survives. So, guys, before we go, I'd like to give you both an opportunity to take the floor. If you have any last-minute thoughts, if you have any last-minute statements that you want to make, Tariq, we'll start with you first, sir. The floor is yours.
Fresh, everything that you said today, there's been some truth to it. When we linked up last year, I learned a lot, and it elevated me. I will give you that. You were the champ. You were the man on top, and I appreciate being able to have my spot in the sun. But Fresh, you turned your back on me, which forced me to turn my back on you. Once things started to get a little rocky, you got weak. And that's who you are. That's who you are at your core. You're a weak man. And Fresh, tomorrow, Ultracade, I'm going to beat you down. I'm going to put the pressure on you. And I'm going to make sure that you know by the end of the night that you are too weak for Tariq.
Mr. Fresh, the floor is yours, sir.
Like you said, there's truth in everything. This started all the way back April 2025. It's been building and building and building. One thing I'm not is too weak. And you will see it. You talk about my family, you turn your back on me. Your day of reckoning is coming, and it's coming soon. It's tomorrow. One way or another, like I said, this is the end. Tariq Tarvos, come Ultracade, 5 p.m., Ale Smith Brewery, San Diego, California. I will beat you, I will pin you, and I will be done. The demon will be off my back, and I'm moving on to new things.
This has
That
been
on his tombstone.
Oh, wow. Here we go. This may not even make it till tomorrow, but this has been, guys, I really do appreciate you coming in and giving us a little bit of time so we can sit down and talk about this for just a few minutes. Like I said, I know that you're both very incredibly busy, and I know that we've got you guys have some other things we got to get doing too, or get going to. But
I got trained, bro.
I know you got a big task in front of you tomorrow. A big tall order. Either way this one goes, I know that we will be watching and we will be seeing how this thing plays out. You guys have done a tremendous job with us and hooking us the whole way on this. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how this ends. I know it ends with you guys walking away and it being finished one way or the other. For those of you who have been watching on Twitch, over on X, and on YouTube, it has been on the screen the entire show. How we continue to grow and how we continue to do things is by sharing, and subscribing. And it is free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's been on the screen the entire show. For Tariq Tarvos, it's over on Instagram at Tariq Tarvos. It's super simple. It's his fucking name. All you have to do is type it in, hit the follow button. Jeremiah Fresh is the Jeremiah Fresh. Please go over, smash the follow button there. You're going to enjoy what they've got going on out at Primal Pro, as well as some other things moving down the line. Now, I just will leave us with this. And I know that it's going to be heated, and I know that it's going to be personal, and I know that it's going to be wild tomorrow night. But I will ask that you at least both leave breathing, because I kind of want you both around in March on the 28th. Can we agree to that in some form or fashion, or is that even off the fucking table?
I was gonna say, I think that might be a little bit too much to ask, because I mean, probably one of us is gonna end up in the hospital. And
oh, Jesus Christ!
That's just how it's gonna end.
Well,
won't be me. Won't be me.
Okay.
JB, this has been it's been a wild show. It's been a fun show. Do you have anything to say to the people before we close out?
is that make sure you tune in tomorrow night. This is going to be worth seeing, and make sure you subscribe to CCP Podcasting and make sure you're here for us in the future, because there's a lot more to come. But yeah, do not miss Ultracade.
Absolutely. We're going to be locked in. For our guest today, Mr. Tariq Tarvos, for Mr. Jeremiah Fresh, for JB from No Game Unturned, I am Chris Page, and we will see you next time.